and now we exist on the stream. Oh, that's kind of loud today.
Another week, another stream.
It's true.
Week of not getting paid.
Cody, I don't need your energy here today.
Fine, goodbye.
I take it back.
No, fine, hello?
What will be done today? What's the plan for today?
We are going to draw a sketch as a reward for the event thing that we did, and then I'm probably gonna try and paint a zombie unless anybody would like to see something else.
The zombie?
This is all pending that my wrist continues to be nice to me.
True.
Be good.
What was that?
It would be good if your wrist doesn't act up.
Yeah, I messed it up because I tried to open a bottle of syrup. It was stuck.
No, they got into a fight with a bear, actually.
That bear was mean.
Yeah, it was a spectacle to see.
It's true.
Yeah, see, I got you. You gotta make the story. You gotta fluff up the story.
Yeah. I totally didn't hurt myself on a household item or anything.
Never.
Not at all. Do I even have the ref today? Trello update.
That swaggy, huggy, wuggy emote you just posted in the chat.
Huggy Wuggy?
It's swaggy as fucky.
Oh shit.
Yeah, look at him.
Huggy Wuggy.
Huggy wuggy. It's better than the new one.
And then I gave up.
Oh, cry. Yeah, I'll take it.
No, I still want it. I just I wanted to be unmuted, and I was like, you know what? I eat too slow, so I just kept it sitting here.
No.
I spilled too much salt on my egg.
No.
Just
No
imagine
food
you're
this
drinking
morning.
The ocean.
Yeah.
Just close your eyes and like play some like Finding Nemo ambiance, and then just shove it down your throat.
Yo, fuck that movie.
But I do have a liter of water, so...
There you go. Dunk it in there. Rinse off the egg, create salt water.
My solution was a bit more logical, like drinking it.
That's fair.
No.
My
We
logic
do
has
not
never
do.
failed me.
Yeah,
We don't-
do not do simple solutions in this dojo.
Yeah, we don't need logic here. No logic. None of that.
Have you met me? No logic.
I've never met you before, actually.
Nice to meet
It's
you.
nice to meet you. Yeah.
Yeah. My name is Unpaid Intern.
Buddy?
My name is several ferrets in a trench coat.
I believe it. I think you can hear them all in the video
Knocked
right
over
now.
my iPad.
Yeah, there's about 4 wiggling around right now.
That's the drawing. It's ferrets in a trench coat. That's next.
Found it.
I draw all my brainworms as ferrets in a trench coat.
Do it.
The hell that would put on me.
Do it.
I'm gonna draw cat noise instead in a minute.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna continue to try not to knock over my iPad.
I'm gonna continue sitting like a shrimp.
No, stop shrimping. Shrimp check already.
I refuse. I've been up since 4 a.m. I can shrimp if I want to.
Why have you been up since 4 a.m.? What is wrong with you?
Brain. Go bird.
Brain over. You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's just me. I didn't leave the bed till 9:30.
That's fair. I didn't go to bed until like 5:30 in the morning, so.
I mean, I went to bed at like 10 or 11, but I just didn't fall asleep until midnight. After midnight. So...
Unheard of for me.
It's true.
What are these times you're speaking of?
Yeah. Oh, God, having a bedtime couldn't move me.
It
I
lives
go
in
when
your
my insomnia
dreams.
takes me. Yeah.
I mean, I was tired, but then my boy just went, nah, we're not sleeping.
We'll sleep. Yeah. I
Sorry,
don't.
you're gonna be gulping down this Dr. Pepper. I thirst.
You're not allowed to drink on the stream.
Water.
Just put salt in it.
Just, yeah, that's all you need. Just salt. Salty like you know?
I'm never joining the stream again. Why? How am I salty?
Just
Get
kidding.
over your fear of the ocean if you drink it.
I don't think that's how that works.
I would know.
Drink carefully, otherwise you're drowning.
Yeah. You have to take it. It's like poison. You have to take like a small dose a day to like become immune to it.
Oh my god.
It didn't work. I drowned.
He's scared.
That's
No, I
it.
said it didn't work. I drowned.
No, it's not true. He's okay. He's okay.
Thank you.
He's fine.
I'm hearing only results.
Yeah.
No, this is my spirit.
Yeah, he's
I'm
okay.
possessing my own body.
No, it's
Hello.
fine. No.
Mhm.
He's alive and well.
Nah.
There you
And no longer dehydrated.
Mhm.
Or afraid of the ocean.
That I was gonna bring it back, but still an unpaid intern.
Cody. Help me God. Stay poor like the rest of us.
Aye.
I just pulled up your stream. Your hair's grown out. How'd your
It
hair grow so
has.
quickly?
It does
What's your
that.
secret?
I don't know. It's magic. Magic hair.
I can't get mine to grow. Been stuck at the same length for like 6 months.
Oh dang.
It's like that annoying mullet length too. So like mine's just perpetually sitting in like hell zone.
Look, I thought you wanted a mullet.
Yeah, but I can't style it yet because it's not long enough.
No. You gotta start
Sad.
looking into how to grow your hair. What do you gotta eat? What drugs do you need for hair growth?
Oh god, dude. I
Simply
wouldn't even
shave
follow it.
dog and apply hair generously to own head.
It's true. It's true. That's what you do.
Zero's
That's
hair
what I did.
wouldn't work.
just gotta
You don't want
dye.
white hair? White,
do want
Look,
shortish
I don't
hair?
want my hair either, but I got it.
Go. Stress.
I'm fine with white hair, but his is like short and thin.
Fair.
Hmm.
You ever wanted a beard?
I don't know. I feel like I need to start tea before I started debating such things. Wanted a beard? No.
These are the questions.
I don't believe
Have
in
you ever
it.
wanted some sick sideburns?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You know I do.
There you go.
That was a given.
Judge me
Yeah.
not by the content of my character, but by the litness of my sideburns.
That's what I did to everybody in Bridgerton. That's how I assessed which man was which.
Do you think that's how they used to do it in the olden days?
They
Like pre-industrial
judged
era?
them.
Like they would just be like, look, is that Jerry? Hey, let me see your sideburns. Hey, Jerry!
Jerry, how's it going?
Sideburns were really big in the. Oh, here we go. It was
Oh.
really big in the Regency and the Victorian era type deal,
Mm.
which was the industrial era. So
Oh,
if anything, that's how they did it in the industrial era. At least that was the beginning of the industrial era.
yeah, it
like,
must have been like
London.
very, very beginning.
Yeah.
We out here getting learned.
Yeah, getting
I might be-
culture.
I might get schooled in like 5 seconds, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
I'm about to just hit it, just drop you with a book.
Yeah. I like studying stupid little eras.
Yeah.
Funky little,
Fun.
little eras. Why is there a tab on my computer just called sweater? Oh, I see.
Somebody wants a sweater.
Yeah, somebody did want a sweater.
Who wants the
See
sweater?
that mushroom sweater?
Probably Aggie. I think, yeah, there was a mushroom sweater open.
Yeah.
It would be
Don't- I'm
Aggie.
looking for sweater. Oh, you're looking for sweaters when we're getting into like spring.
Wrong season, buddy.
The wrong.
It's the best
sweater
time
season.
for a sweater. What do you
No, wrong season.
I'll start looking for like other tops. There's also still nail polish spilled on my desk.
rip?
It's fine.
There's still black Sharpie on 2 of my nails.
I thought you actually colored your nails with Sharpie because Heroa and you were painting their nails.
I did, and then Heroa berated me like, Cody, paint your nails. I was like, I don't got anything to paint with. You got a Sharpie? I was like, no. Yes.
I do.
Upon further inspection, I did in fact have a Sharpie.
Rip. So what color,
You're
Cody?
drawing bones.
I
Black.
You emo bitch.
I love bones. Yeah, the one emo at our pizza table who didn't get pibbed but for some reason wasn't called an emo.
Love it.
Even though Aaron looks the most significantly goth out of all of us.
I can see it.
You are
I've
right,
never
you
seen them,
must
but I
in
could
order
see
to
it.
pib.
You say about me and Matt, one in a Cape Cod oversized sweatshirt that I stole from Matt, and the other one wearing also just a plain hoodie. Both of us with lighter hair colors. I guess it's because we looked sad.
Is that
That'll
the
do
emo
it.
look nowadays?
I guess, I don't know.
I mean, wasn't that always the emo?
Not really. They used to look like kind of angry. You know, like angsty.
I just remember sad boy.
I don't remember. I remember like everybody used to be like one thing. It was like goth and emo was mixed together, and like it was if you went to Hot Topic or something, and then they changed it
Yeah.
like 3 years ago, and I was like, I'm too old now to keep up with this.
And this still irks me to this day, but the nerds used to be the subverted underclass of the
Yeah.
school society, but now they're the top dogs.
Wait, what?
When I was in school,
When did that happen?
I don't fucking know.
That happened like when I was in high school, like toward the end of my years in high school. Funnily enough, in a Bastille song that just released recently, they talk about that. It's like a lyric, it's like, now us freaks and geeks can rule the world and have everything.
Must be
It's
nice.
the most recent album, yeah, right? We missed that train. We got
We-
bullied.
We also missed the train of going to school at a reasonable time
God.
and not
Yeah.
6 fucking a.m.
Yeah. To be fair though,
I had to go at
kinda
10
would
a.m. when you.
think I am over nowadays.
Actually,
At 10 a.m.?
I had to go to school at 8. 8
Oh.
was when school started.
I had to wake up at 6.
I had to wake up at 4 a.m.
No.
and I didn't get home until like 7 p.m. every night because my mom drove the bus, so I had to wake up earlier than everybody else, and I got home later than everybody else. And then they wondered why I didn't do my homework.
That's so shitty.
I just didn't do my homework because I didn't want to do the homework.
No, that was me before high school. Before high school, I didn't have to wait until like 7. Because it was like way closer. But during high school, man, I didn't do homework just because I was tired.
I
That's-
didn't do it just because, like, I understood the shit in the class very handily. And, like, I would ace all the tests, but, like, the homework, it was just a waste of time in my eyes.
It's
so my
true.
grades suffered
It
for
was.
Yeah, I
Homework
mean,
is so stupid.
Yeah, one of my
it's just
teachers.
training you for labor.
Really.
Yeah, one of my teachers, fucking Mr. Thomas, he was like, why don't you do your homework? You do so good on your tests and on your class. I'm like, because it's worthless.
It is, it really is.
You're just cutting into my free time, bro. Why would I want to do that? I spend 8 hours here, dude.
Exactly.
I would like fall asleep in class because I was exhausted, and then I'd ace my test still, and they were like, "How are you doing this?" And I was like, "It was ICO," and I just
You
thought that was
should've just
really
said
funny. 'Cause I
witchcraft.
would always just go, "Yeah, no, I couldn't because I went to a Catholic school.
Yeah.
They fucking burn you. Oh my god.
They already gave me 3 exorcisms. I don't need it."
Mm.
Nah, homework's dumb. I don't
Yeah.
like it. I didn't really like the curriculum either. I feel like it didn't teach me anything. Like, it doesn't teach you like
No. It
how to
teaches
get
you
a
nothing
job.
useful. No.
Literally,
We should
nothing
have,
good.
like, we should have like trade classes.
Yeah, definitely. I think in some places in the UK or like some of the European countries they do, don't they?
Ariel?
Repeat your question again.
Like they have schools that teach more like life skills, like more vocational stuff.
yeah, Hauptschule vor allem, mostly, which is like when you're not very good at school, so you get more prepared for life.
Yeah.
I guess.
That's what I needed.
Yeah, where's that,
We don't
America?
have the option here, yeah.
I mean, America should maybe start with some healthcare first.
Yeah, that would be good.
Oh, we should start with a lot first, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got
We have so
Health
many
is-
things. Just so many things to work.
Oh man.
Yet they do not care.
Mental healthcare.
They just don't give a shit.
Nah. There's also too much going on nowadays.
Yeah.
Yep.
It sucks, it sucks.
Everything sucks no matter where you're from.
Pretty much.
We're living through such a great time.
Yeah.
Oh god. I'm sick of living through history, man.
Who lives, who dies, who tells our story?
Ah, cue
I
it
just
up.
wanna live Hamilton. I wanna watch Hamilton.
They're like, yeah, no, we're in such a great time. History, woo! And I'm like, no,
It's the
thank you.
peak point of history in America. And I'm like, oh, I want out. I want out.
Yeah.
I didn't sign up for this, thank you.
We lived through a plague, a world war.
That is the reason why wishing people to live in interesting times was considered a curse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we all understand now. Don't want it.
To be fair, we're very fortunate to be over here during the war.
It's true.
At least Germany's not too close to it, but
Yeah, that's still
Yeah.
fucking scary though. Can I cuss?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah, you can
I've never been
cuss.
here.
How
I've never been
fucking
here.
dare You swear on this goddamn
I
stream.
didn't know.
No, you can. It's fine.
Yeah, that's still fucking scary to be
Yeah.
even overseas.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I follow somebody on Instagram who's in Ukraine right now, like in the capital. And they keep posting stories of updates on how they're doing and what's going on. It's so frightening to watch. They were gonna flee today, like take one of the trains out, and there's been an order by the Ukrainian army that if anybody that steps outside will be considered a enemy.
What?
God.
Yeah, so they can't go outside. It's fucking scary, man. I couldn't
Yeah.
imagine.
Bit.
Yeah, I have a friend who lives in Russia, like near the border to Ukraine, and
Oh,
they say,
God.
yeah, they're one of the people I play D&D with every Tuesday. And every Tuesday I check in on them.
Yeah.
I'm going to start checking in on them.
And then you have the idiots, and there's some dude here. I don't know what he is. I didn't look, but he was on Twitter, and he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna punish all the Russian citizens that are here in the U.S. by like taking away their houses and shit." And I'm like, they didn't sign up for this. Like, why do you think that Russians wanted this? Like,
Yeah.
they have
Really?
a dictatorship.
They're literally trying to protest, but they keep getting killed over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that's like such like post World War II like mentality of, well, if we punish the Germans, and it's like, well, not every German was like
Exactly.
for that. Calm down. It's like trying to like lump in just a group sum of people because you feel angry at one person. You can't reach that one person, and it's such
Yeah.
bullshit.
So, such an ignorant mindset.
I also love that he went, in America, the Russians in America, and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Why?
literally.
They're here.
it's not like they even had some form of possibility of influencing those decisions.
Yeah. Yeah, they sent a telegram over there. We should just...
They send a messenger owl.
Yeah.
Mm.
Even though we have
The
nothing
time
to
is
do with it
nigh.
over here.
The time is nigh. The owl was sent back in like 1851.
God. Dinosaur game?
What?
Dude. So, random subject change. Kiv played 2 horror game demos last night. One was Autopsy Simulator, and the other one was the My Friendly Neighborhood demo. Kiv's not scared of like a lot, obviously, but she hates the felt puppets. You know, like the Muppets and like the Mr. Meaty type puppets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They freak her out, which is what the My Friendly Neighborhood game is about. It's like a horror game about like a shut down like Muppet studio. So we all dared her to play it. She started crying like midway through it.
No.
It was so funny.
Everybody's like, yeah, no, it's so funny. Kim's like, fuck you guys.
She finished it. She played 44 minutes of it and she beat it because it was only the demo.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she hated it. Like they would run at her and she would just like freak out and like scream and go to another room. And Matt was trying to help her. So he was like, no, you gotta get the. Okay, you're already in the other room. She's just like panting, trying to like recover from the.
I'm so sad I went to bed right as she started that up.
Oh, she was so afraid. God, I wish you could have heard Crow and Iridai just making fun of her.
Rude AF.
My dumbass bitches that live in my brain. That game's fucking kind of scary though. Like, Poppy Playtime doesn't really scare me. But, did you guys ever watch Mr. Meaty
Mm-mm.
on, like, Nickelodeon?
Occasionally on like Nick at
Oh.
Night, yeah.
I
Did it
haven't.
scare you?
No, it was just kind of weird.
It frightened me. Deeply. I found it deeply disturbing. Apparently I'm not the only one, because, like, I watched some person do commentary on it, like, recently. And they were like, this show was disturbing, and like all the comments were like, yeah, I have like post-traumatic stress from the show, and I was like, okay, good, I'm glad I'm not the only
What?
one.
Ah, no, that's a show.
No.
That's
Hated
gonna
it.
be a hard pass.
Hard. I just remember it being so weird. Like, I must have been too young to really understand any of it. And like none of it really affected me, I guess, which I'm lucky for.
I guess so. I don't know
Meanwhile-
how. I was about to say I don't know how it affected me if I was younger than you at the time, but then I thought back to it and like everything emotionally scarred me when I was that young.
Yeah.
So, actually that's fair. Because I got scared of like Danny Phantom when I was a kid.
Oof.
I mean, it's a kid that died and possessed his own body. Very much like
It was
I'm
the
doing right now.
possession. It was 100% there was always a possession episode in kids shows when we were growing up, and
Yeah.
every time I saw one of those, I had a whole panic episode. I couldn't watch that show anymore.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was like a whole big thing when I was growing up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then I got over it because in high school I forced myself to watch The Walking Dead.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. That's how you carry anxiety. Force yourself to watch Walking Dead. Pro tip.
That's it. It's just always The Walking Dead, no matter what it is.
Yeah. No matter what your actual fear is, it's always Walking Dead. Remember that.
Got it. Alright, so Cody, Walking Dead
Hmm?
for the ocean.
Dead.
I've watched 6 seasons of that soap opera.
How are you not cured? Soap opera.
Called out.
Might as well be a soap opera. God, at least you watched 6 seasons. I watched like 4, and then I was like, this is becoming too much for me.
Yeah, I think I got to the point where Negan was a thing.
Oh, you have further than me.
Yeah, and he killed Glenn, and I was just like, alright, why am I watching still?
Why do I care anymore?
Why do I care? They killed my boy.
It's absurd how long some of these shows go.
Well, the thing is, the only way to end a show like that is to find the cure, right? And then, like, the zombies are no longer a threat, but they're never going to get a cure because humans are just gonna keep killing each
Well-
other.
They're on their final season.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I remember them announcing the final season, but I don't know if it'll end with a cure because the comics didn't.
It ends with death.
To be fair, the comics also ended with Carl being the only survivor and stares at the show. That's not gonna happen, so. Nah, I was glad when Supernatural fucking ended.
My grandma loved that show, but I could never get into it.
It went on for like 16 years. That's
Yeah,
way
dude.
too long for a show to go on for.
Yo, you want a show that's gone on fucking like sand in an hourglass. So are the days of our lives.
Oh, those are never gonna end though.
The amount of times I've heard that. Oh, my grandma must have my grandma watched that with her mom every week or every day. I don't know how many times it airs for like the past 50 years.
Yeah, it's the same in our house. Like my grandmother watched it with her mom, and then my mom watched it with my grandmother.
God.
Yeah. That's like a
It
whole
dies
thing.
with me.
It dies with me too. I can't get into it. They keep changing the cast, but then the cast will come back, but they're a different character, and I'm like, wait.
Confusion.
Oh, my house has become loud. How sad.
Wow.
Oh, look at the bones.
Look at them. Look at the little snake bites.
Little snake bites. Yeah, Aaron said their snake bites are crooked because of the place they went to didn't measure them properly.
Rip.
I would be furious.
Yeah, they were mad too, but it's also Aaron, so they
Yeah.
don't get super mad.
Fly me and I'll dropkick their whatever you call it. Specialist.
Their piercer.
Yeah. I didn't know those are proper terms.
I don't know if that's the proper term. I wouldn't quote me on it.
It sounds correct.
Yeah.
They do the pierce.
They do
See,
the let's go with that.
I seem to announce things that sound correct,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm wrong.
You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's an educated game.
It is definitely an educated guess.
You know, look it up.
Sometimes I can't remember what the word is, so I have to describe it as best as I can.
You can't do that. There's too many words. I can't keep up.
It just seeps out of your brain, you know?
No,
Especially
absolutely.
if you know 2 languages.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
People who
sometimes you
do
just-
piercings are called piercers.
Oh my god, I'm a genius.
Hell yeah.
Cry. I had this whole spiel fucking thought up, and now I can't even say it.
What?
Your spiel.
On the off chance that you were wrong, but now you're not wrong.
I mean,
Now
you
the
can
joke
still
I said
make fun
that.
of
No,
Alright, your loss.
You're lost.
I'll find another reason.
I'm sure I'll mess up at some point. I am positive I'm gonna fuck up at some point.
God knows I do.
Don't wait on. Oh, 0. I just looked over, he's loafed up.
And now there's someone who fucks up.
No!
Look at that little shit.
Oh god, my throat.
Mood.
Ha!
Yeah, you too?
Whole mood.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had mucus in my throat all week. It's
Love
driving me
it.
nuts. Doesn't help that the boys have been talking a lot, so our voice is just dropping.
Pain.
Immense pain. Ugh. Too much time on my hands.
You must draw.
I stare at my sketchbook.
There's a new TikTok thing that's out that's like, tour your sketchbook or something like that.
There's not much to tour. I want to draw, like, all the time, and then I, like, look at my sketchbook, and I just go, it's not gonna be good enough, and then I shut my sketchbook, and I, like, open a video game.
Welcome to Art Block.
Yeah. It's
think
been
I
this way
do.
for, like, a year.
I get myself to draw, it's just you use a piece of paper, and when it's good, you put it in a folder.
True.
And if not, it can be thrown away or something.
You should watch the video that I posted. Hold up. Let me put it
The
in
one
this
about
chat.
destroying your work?
Yeah.
Oh god. I'm a hoarder!
I mean, me too, but I don't know.
You've
was-
seen my Procreate.
It was interesting to watch.
Join
And-
join
and
the
where they
cult of
went.
Cody. Simply
Is that
put,
actually gonna put it?
draw.
It's not gonna put it there, is it? Is that gonna work? No, it's not. Hold on.
And the mute was shut? Oh, you just put the Discord channels?
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Alright.
Is that to my server?
I know what I'm doing.
Just link me back here.
There you go.
Oh damn! I just got the link.
What you mean you just got the link?
went and fished it out of the media shirt.
Problem is if I watch this now, you're gonna hear it echo through my headphone.
It's fine. I
It's
promise
like how
I
I have
won't
my Animal
cry.
Crossing music like on like 1 decimal right now.
Got that echo.
Always.
Yeah, I was like watching the movie last night, and I was like, I have it muted. Why can't I hear it? And I realized.
Yep.
I was like, oh right.
I don't know why my headphones do it. 'Cause my old ones didn't.
And who knows?
Bothers me.
I bet.
I need a new headset anyway. My right headphone is dead.
Feel that I almost destroyed. Well, this one, the right side was like dead for a while, and then it came back. I don't really know what happened. It happened after I like yanked it, so I guess it fixed itself.
That's fair. Mine just... I don't know. Like, my old headphones did the same thing, but it took them a while to do it. This one was like a month in, the right headphone was dead.
Dang. Well, that's
No idea
frustrating.
why. Yeah, because I like to listen to things in both headphones, like volume all the way up.
Yeah.
Not allowed.
Rude AF.
Never. Not allowed.
I didn't get much drawing done this week. Like, I only finished one.
Well, you know,
More
one
than-
counts.
Progress is progress.
Yeah.
Just remember, you're always doing better than me if you're just at least picking up a pencil.
Oh my goodness.
I guess. I still have 22 characters left to go, but... And then an entire 4-page of ideas. Ah,
I couldn't do it.
that's so much.
Just gotta take it one idea at a time.
Yeah. I mean, I do have some line art finished, but just need to be colored. Speaking of which, I did finish another line art today.
Heck yeah.
I completely forgot about that.
Progress. Alright, y'all, what should I draw next? Should I draw the zombie? Should I draw something else?
Draw a zombie, why not?
I think you should paint the zombie.
Okay, well, we might get there. We might.
100%.
We have 2 votes for paint.
I want a full render.
There you go. You know what? Animate it. Make it crawl.
Yeah. And then render that.
Yeah.
This, they were gonna sit here for a while if that's the case.
Yeah. Here, I'll render it. You animate it.
I want it to look like the arcane art style by the time the zombie's done.
No. Simply no. Have you ever watched the videos of like the way that League of Legends like renders their art sometimes?
I haven't.
It's insane. I'll see if I can find it. It's not 21 anymore.
Because they took took like what 6 years to make the first season of Arcane or something like that. It's 3 or 6. There's some dividend of 3.
Too long,
9.
one could say.
Yeah. Now we gotta wait for season 2.
Forever.
Forever.
Forever and ever and ever.
No, we don't have to wait for long for season 2 for.
What?
Bridgerton.
Oh.
We have a month.
Is it coming?
Yeah, March 25th.
Oh shit. So I realize I'm blocking my camera. I gotta find it. I don't know what it's called. Oh. Wow, it popped right up.
Technical difficulties.
Speaking of a camera, you did finally change your angle.
Yeah, I like this one better, but it's just sitting on top of a box of dog supplement.
Whatever works, works.
Yeah, right. I'm like, y'all can't see it, so it counts.
Oh, it's rigging.
Yeah, and I
Rigging is insane.
after I saw that, I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna try it. And I went into that Dragon Bones program and I tried, and I was like, this is.
I've watched one person on TikTok does rigging on like all their artwork, and the amount of like lines they set up just to move something, I'm like, I would die. I can't.
It's
do
insane.
that.
It's so insane.
I would
Too much
rather
work.
just like, cause everyone's like, oh, rigging is so much easier because once it's rigged, you can do whatever, and I'm like, that's great.
Once it's rigged!
Yeah, once it's rigged is the key word here, whereas like 2D animation probably takes me the same amount of time as it takes for you to rig the thing.
Look.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. Matt knows rigging, and I'm like, great.
Oh yeah. Because he was like, I can animate it if you do the, what do you call it?
VTuber models.
Yeah.
You just can't do the art for them.
Yeah. But don't you have to do the art a specific way for that?
You have to make the what you want to move individual layers.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's weird. It's funky. I have one of Max that I need to separate, but I haven't done it.
Okay. So when are you gonna start streaming again?
Ha!
Right now, actually.
Right now, welcome to my debut now. I don't know, when I get out of my parents' house. Because I can't really, first of all, my internet's not great out in the middle of fuck all nowhere, and second of all, my parents just barge in my room, so
That's totally fair.
I don't want to be streaming and they'll be like, oh, Mom!
Mom! Dad did
I don't wanna
that
be that guy.
when we were gaming last Sunday, and Dad was like, I want. I don't think he realized, but he was like, I want the pretzel. I was like, dude. I don't know what I'm doing. I should look at an actual, like, reference.
That's a zombie reference.
Yes.
So, a person?
That's not what zombies look like.
I thought the cranberries were gonna pop up.
Zombie.
Yeah.
Oh, they did for a second there.
Sinead.
For a split second.
For a split second.
I'm not gonna do this to start because it's bothering me. Man, watching that other person draw zombies, I'm like, I can't draw a zombie. How does one do it?
I can draw a crow. That's about it.
That's hard.
Just remember, get your round ass edges out of here. Make spooky.
Right now.
I mean, you did do a good job on Tenebris.
Yeah. Zombie's
Yes,
nothing. A
okay.
zombie's just a person with a couple extra missing parts.
Something like that.
If that makes sense. Just don't think about it too hard, you might hurt yourself.
Oops.
That tool looks so trippy when you're dissociating.
Oh no.
I just watched like the face start melting and I was like, alright, is that my eyes?
that
Or is that
me?
happening? Yeah.
Do I know what I'm doing? I do not.
We're just messing with some tools.
Every stream, I'm like, yeah.
Every stream you lie to the audience.
I do not.
Mm-hmm.
I do not do that. My dog is outside of my door. She wants her joint supplement because she has an addiction.
Your dog wants a joint?
Cody, no. She has an addiction. It's
yeah,
a
I could tell. To
problem.
Mary J.
I love when my drawing just gets darker and darker as I progressively get more aggressive.
As my aggression increases. I need to draw furries more.
Me too. Every time I'm streaming, it's a freaking humanoid. And most of my followers are furry.
I feel like I used to draw furries a lot, but that was when we went to conventions, so I felt
Yeah.
motivated.
I feel that.
Now I'm like, I never see furries anymore. Do they still exist? And then
You
I'm
can't go on
like,
Twitter. Because
I
that's
can't
not
go on
safe.
Twitter.
No.
God,
You
I
could.
don't want to show my face on Twitter ever again.
Surprisingly, I get more reach there than I used to, so now I'm just like half on it. But
That's fair.
because Facebook fucking sucks. But you could like watch the old convention videos.
Yeah. But then I'd be sad because I can't go.
That's true. But you know what? You just gotta pick your point.
I think the only place that I'm on that I see like art or furries is sometimes TikTok, like once in a blue moon.
That's fair.
Art I'll see on TikTok all the time, but like furry art is debatable. And then I'm on Instagram sometimes, but like I don't post on Instagram because there's no point.
I feel that. The only posts I have on Instagram are with my Facebook queue. Just post to them, and it's just the human art, so there's like no point.
It's because Instagram doesn't have reach really.
Yeah.
I'd post on TikTok more if I felt like I reached the quality that I want to reach, which is dumb of me to say, but like I look at other TikToks and I'm like, I don't have that quality, so I can't post, and then it just goes in my drafts.
No. Oh, your TikToks are really good. TikTok, though, is also getting to the point where it's looking to become essentially what Instagram is. Because...
Yeah, it's shadow banning a lot. Apparently, if you don't show your face in a TikTok anymore, you don't get as much reach, which is dumb when you're an artist.
Alright, so every TikTok will start with my
Yep.
Hi everyone, this is... That's what happens though, these platforms get so popular that they just end up changing.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, TikTok's giving me a bad idea for my addiction.
What?
Someone was talking about what you need for your D&D Discord servers.
Oh.
And yeah, hold on, Cody. And it was like, it's a simple addition that allows you to continue RPing even outside of D&D throughout the week. And I was like, oh no, oh no. I was like, oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
I've really
Alright.
gotta play with my group again. But I can't go there because my dad got COVID.
Oh.
I heard a gasp when they said that.
I'm lucky that we play online so we don't have to worry about that stuff at the same time.
I see how it is.
Scheduling. I want you over here! It's like, I want Heroa over here, but I don't want to make Heroa leave Canada. Because it's objectively better up there.
It's better in every way, shape, and form.
Yeah.
I have by now decided not to try to draw traditionally with whole characters and stuff. So no, just continuing the map.
There you go. Rest up.
And And the difference between what I did, which ended up being too small, and what I have now is just so much, but I just have to redraw. Uh,
No lie, straight up, I thought you just erased your drawing for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah. Throw 'em away.
My screen.
Throw 'em away. My zombie does not look creepy at all.
Honestly, it looks like a demon.
You know what? I'm okay with
Kinda,
that.
yeah.
It looks like a heck of gold demon though, too.
Went slightly off script, still good.
What? What?
It went slightly off script, but it's still good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, but now what's this demon's name?
Oh my god.
Are you trying to give it a backstory?
Maybe. I might do this every stream. Shut up.
He does.
Still love it. I still love the words.
Alright, fine. I'm crawling back into my corner.
No, Cody, give it a backstory.
I'll give it a backstory so I can eat the sandwich.
Eat your
I'm
sandwich.
already looking up demon names.
I'm staring at you eating the sandwich now.
You can.
I am. I'm staring at you in the Discord server eating the sandwich.
It's impossible.
Not even offering to share.
I have some eggs, if you want one.
Do
I
it,
have
Cody.
five
No, I
left.
appreciate the offer.
Actually, I'm gonna eat one.
No names?
No, no names.
Well, I have some open, but we kind of gotta figure out the vibes. Like what is this guy about?
Hmm.
Well, they clearly. I don't know. My brain juices aren't flowing today like they normally do.
Don't lie, you were just about to write a story.
I attempted and failed. Undead demon. True.
I shouldn't be doing this part yet.
Which part?
The part where I am drawing these tattoo things.
Oh.
Because when I watched the other person render, they did that like last. But it's on a different layer, so it's okay.
Maybe the tattoos across his body tell like a story. So like the arrows pointing down, and each of the different layers is like how deep into this particular world's hell this demon comes from.
Oh shit.
And it's an undead demon, but like it's a carrion demon, so like it feeds on undeath, so it's kind of like a neutral evil, neutral good kind of thing. It's like not particularly one or the other. It's kind of vibes.
Vibin' demon.
Yeah, vibe demon. The vibe check demon.
This is a load of bark.
Take it away. Make the demon feral. Do it. Do it, you sandwich eating, lily livered.
Undead demon. I refuse. I'm too hungry. Well, I have decided to go on a demon name generator. I don't know, maybe Gargren? Would that work?
Ooh.
Let me add into the mute voice chat. Like this.
Ooh.
Gargren?
Gargren.
Maybe. I don't. Oh.
What?
The colors on the screen got trippy for me for a second.
Oh yeah, it's because it's...
Yeah. I don't know. I can't do demons, I'm starting to realize.
found the bane of Cody's existence.
It's
dang,
because my
instead of-
lack of religious knowledge in any aspect. Like, did you guys know that Moses was a thing?
Cody,
Yes.
so help me God.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he was in charge of Egypt things in the Bible.
But you already clearly knew more than I did.
I mean, I did have
Hey, don't
like
give me those eyes.
I mean, I did have religion class for like when 10th year. All the way
Yeah.
through the years, I don't know, 11. It's I should have gone with the other option, but I didn't know what it was.
Rip.
And I don't like making choices on something I don't know. So
That's
I will
fair.
stick to what I know.
Yeah. Stick to your guns. Follow your instincts.
I should have taken that 1 year Spanish instead of Latin. Would have been more useful.
Too late now.
Man, our schools down here didn't even offer us a second language class.
And Cody, just treat it like a zombie. I don't know if that helps.
I thought you were talking about the second language thing. I was like, what?
Yeah, just treat it like a zombie. That's how you learn language. Yeah.
I thought so too.
Just topic jumping.
Someone's brain and just take their knowledge, learn their language.
It is how it works.
Chad, I could potentially try to teach some German.
I know a little bit of German. Not a lot,
Very
though.
basics of German, but I can't probably say any of it right.
Yeah.
I can try, I can tell you how to
Oh no!
That hard
God,
no.
I'd
Came so
rather
fast.
speak French and fail.
Same.
Once say a greeting in German, I did pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you've never heard them say greeting in French and butcher it to the next dimension.
Hey, I think I do pretty good when I say bonjour, comme ça va? Right?
Heroa though with the bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh, whoa. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the random BS call.
Yes.
It's very chaotic, but we like it.
Yeah. As I attempt to paint Le Zombie.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty good so far.
Thank you.
Bonjour. Yeah.
Meanwhile,
I have just completely forgot about the map.
the map.
The map.
Give me-
The map.
I'm trying to redraw a screenshot from a game that I started playing. So on one monitor, I just have in full screen 4 cat boys from a dating sim game, and I'm like, God, this
Oh,
looks
no.
so weird. But he wants to.
But he wants.
Gotta give the boy what he wants.
He did draw himself last night. Let me find it.
I used wrong measurements for a
You
moment for
know.
the brush.
This looks like it could be one of the like evil troll Loa from like WoW.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's so cute.
Heck yeah, welcome. Glad you're happy to be here. And that is so cute. I can't function.
Very cute.
Now I gotta redraw this stupid screenshot. They found this game last night at like 3 AM because one of the cat boys looks like Aggie and the other one looks like Crow. Like, hold on.
Yeah.
Screenshot.
Oh no.
It's not bad. It's not a bad screenshot.
Just
Point that out.
No.
Ow.
Okay.
I know.
I would never send such unholy works in this chat. It's just normal cat boys. Which to some people might be wrong, but you know. Yeah, the one on the right looks like Aggie, and the one I don't need to explain which one looks like Crow.
I don't know who Crew is, so.
Ah! He's the one with long white hair.
Ah.
I don't know how to explain who he is without explaining mental disorder.
That's fair.
Which sounds wrong.
Now.
Nope.
Keeps my funky little bitches to myself.
Oh.
No, because the one on the right's my son. You can't.
I thought you wifed him last night.
You know,
This
that
is a
got
little
kinda
weird.
Confusing and kind of yeah, it got kind of confusing. So I don't know where that's happening now, but all I know is I gotta battle Heroa, and she's, you know, she's gonna perish.
Oh, God, watching Game of Thrones with Crow is a trip because of how many times they say his name. in
Crow,
reference to the yeah. He always gets tripped out.
John Crow.
He's always like, wait, what? And I'm like, no, it's not you, buddy. I started playing this game and like, this game is fully voice acted, by the way. It's free on Steam. It's not bad. I'm a little upset, but like,
So what
Is
I'm
there
hearing is
freedom?
we need to voice act it ourselves.
can we do that tonight?
I'm down to be a. I shouldn't say I'm down to be a cat boy.
All right, sick. We got the quote. Clip it. Clip it.
Oh
I need it.
my god. Also, look, perfect stream. You guys voice cowboys.
Dude, Cody and I are so entertaining when we voice act games. It's a little stupid.
It's so dumb.
Exactly. So stream when? Stream tonight. Got it.
Fun.
Done.
Stream tonight, yeah.
Will
still
I
need
ever
Cody
get to
finish
play Elden
Elden
Ring? Find out next
Cody,
week.
you didn't play it
I don't
yesterday.
have time in between tonight
In
and
between.
now.
Tonight and now. Yeah.
And what was the game called again?
Oh god, it's hold on. Let me look it up. It is Nico Para Catboy's Paradise.
Oh my goodness.
only a game Aggie would know.
5 years ago, I
Yeah.
would have never.
How do you spell
Thought
it?
that this would have been playing this.
How do you spell that game?
Here, let me put it in the mute chat.
We love your support of Catboys on.
Catboys are highly valued. To be fair, Cody, 5 years ago Aggie didn't exist.
True. Also, 5 years ago, I didn't know you guys.
Ah,
Oh god, we haven't known each other that long?
using
not
an
yet.
E and curve and I would probably work.
It will be 4 years this April.
Oh.
Cody's very good at keeping track.
I'm really good at keeping track. I would have known you for 14 years this November.
Jesus Christ.
You know what the best part of playing this game at 4 a.m. was?
So,
Josh was on the call. And so we labeled the Catboys, we projected as we do, you know, with everything that we do. So Aggie was one, Crow was one, and then Doc from Matt's system was like the really formal purple-haired one. We couldn't pin a guy to the fourth one, so we gave him to Josh.
Yeah, as you do.
And so,
government-mandated Catboy.
so Josh was at work in his patrol car.
Being a cop.
Yeah, and he was talking to Haro, and he was like, Haro, do you think I'm a good cat boy? At like 4 a.m. at work, in his patrol car, this grown man was talking about his gauge of cat boyness. And we were like, I can't have this at 4 a.m.
I'm dead.
Because Haro, we pinned Haro as the main character, who like they're all vying for, because it was funny, and also she was the only girl in call. So Haro by the end of it was like, no, I love all of you equally. I can't pick a route like, you know, as Haroa does. And fucking Aggie and them were all fighting.
Jesus.
They're so fucking weird.
Well, you know, I shucks. It sounds like all the characters are taken.
not.
I
No, they're
can't
not.
be a
You have to be
can't
there.
be a Catboy anymore.
You have to. You have to join us.
Cody, there's no escaping. While
So
I
was
do a
Josh.
stupid show, you're going to be a cowboy.
Yeah. We can finish Doki Doki for the 50th time.
God, you mean start it?
No,
You
we're
barely
not
get like an
starting
hour
over.
or two in. No, I still
We're
got
not
the same.
starting over. Okay, so I was like, we start over twice. I'm down to do either, because those games don't require me to move much or brain power. And it's fun.
Yeah.
I can't wait till Hero gets on call tonight and goes, oh guys, D&D, and then we tell her that we don't have any, and she screams no.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, I'll be screaming yes.
Yeah, right.
Sacrificing a goat to a god.
Couldn't be me.
Is that what you do in that game? Sacrifice goats to gods? Cody?
Yeah.
Great.
Depends on the day, yeah.
That was my Sayonara.
Got it.
It was, and that was my fault.
I sacrificed a null child to a demon.
Wow.
Wasn't necessary, I just wanted the kid gone.
And he got gone. And
And he
Aiko
got
made me a
gone.
child murderer.
Yep. We didn't need the kid in the party. I don't know if I can.
What?
I don't know if I can draw this traditionally.
Do it. Shut up and do it. Good.
Do
I'm
traditional
fine.
art.
But it's hard.
No, it's not.
There's not a room on the page, fuck. I've already fucked them.
And that's why I can't traditional. Constantly out of room.
Dude, my tablets are constantly out of battery.
Oh no.
Just always. Just like my phone clears that phone.
Alright, so this is it. This is the painting. I'm done.
Hey! No, it's not.
Yay.
Shut up.
It's really good.
Now it's time for the next 1 hour of detail.
Let's see how much hair detail gets added this time.
We need some backlighting. We need a basic background. We need some depth on the face. Some
I
sunken eyes.
hate you all.
Maybe some blood, some meat on the teeth. You know.
Hey.
Meat on them bones.
Yeah, some bones. Maybe. Let's see. Maybe some matted hair. You know.
Gluten-free rocket fuel, what?
Yeah, some gluten-free rocket fuel.
Got it. But do I use the square brush?
Well, are you a square?
I kind of feel like I should brush.
There's more than one brush.
Look with your special eyes.
I can't actually where you were drawing. Oh, hey,
No,
I
the
thought-
brushes. Okay, alright.
Yeah, it's like black. Okay.
Whoa. Are you a troll? Have you come to my server to troll me? You wouldn't be the first. Can't gauge
The
it.
challenger has approached.
A new challenger has arrived.
Dude, do you remember that horse charity guy?
Yeah! Why don't we have that saved? Why didn't I save that?
Yeah, there was a person a couple of months ago on one of the streams who was watching on Twitch and asked for us, like, it was like, hey, do you guys give to charity? What charities do you give to? You should give to this charity. And then they're like, are you guys a furry? Am I a furry for watching? What kind of furry am I? So I started making them a furry, and they're like, oh. They started trolling.
Yeah,
I can't even describe.
it was a
It's got
lot.
weird.
It just kind of happened. We just kind of let it roll for a while.
Gift to charity.
Yeah, it was. He would not let it go.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, it was weird. It was. I wish I had the chat so that people, if they so choose, would be able to see what it was. That man's was interesting.
It was something else.
Alright, y'all, this is gonna start looking really sloppy. I promise it won't in the end.
Where is it supposed to be looking sloppy?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, no, he absolutely didn't. I think we asked him what charities he donated to, and he like lied. Or it was, what charity was it that he said? Wasn't it like, I want to be wrong. I don't know.
can't remember what he said.
But it 100% seemed like a lie. He
Yeah.
definitely was just being a dick. Wanted to.
Because I remember like Google searching the charity and like not really finding much.
Oh, Cody went in. Cody was like, I'ma find out. Meanwhile, I was like, I
Yeah, I
just
was
don't
like,
believe
I'm a
you.
charitable individual.
Yeah.
And then I found nothing and I became Scrooge.
It happens, though. It happens. Some people just get bored, and so they choose to do that. Some poofy hair, some poofy hair.
Wolfie.
It's maybe. Or he could just be some random dude in a basement.
Why a basement? Can we ever move past the basement stigma for gamer nerds?
Cody, do you live in a basement? Is
Maybe.
that why you're hurt?
Quiet. Why are you calling me out like this, huh? I'm an unpaid intern. I don't get paid enough for this.
I live across from my attic. Like just on the same floor.
But I have cats that live under the house, though, so technically they live in the basement.
Is that a good way of justifying?
I love those cats to death. They keep bullying the chicken. Like, they don't attack it, but they bully it. It's just like scaring the chicken.
Oh. Cats are mean like that sometimes. But they do.
I'm really surprised that they haven't attacked it, and I haven't heard, like, cries of chicken fear yet. But, like, it's really cute to see the chicken just, like, sleeping under the pomegranate tree and some cats just lounging near it.
Yeah. It's crazy how interspecies relationships develop.
Yeah.
And you're just like, yeah, no, they're fine. They're chilling, you know?
Yeah, they're vibing. They're mortal enemies, not these ones.
Yeah, these ones are
found
just
common ground.
I don't know what's wrong with these ones, but they're good.
These ones vibe.
They're a-okay. Han, I've seen you typing for like 10 minutes now. I'm not calling you out, but I'm calling you out.
Wow, focus on your art.
I can't. I'm just kidding.
So many bullies in this chat.
It's what we do.
The piggly wiggly
Put
theater.
up your dukes. What? From Miami, probably. Yeah. There is a
Of
possibility.
course it'd be Florida.
Right?
Just producing the whack jobs of the world.
I have so many people who I know who live in Florida, though.
And they're all nuts. Look at Ducky.
Rip. Called it out. I'm telling Ducky.
Oh, I'll tell them to their face. I mean, they'll probably yell at me and I'll probably get kicked from the call, but, you know, I'll tell them.
Damn.
What are they gonna do? I live on the other side of the country.
That's why you shouldn't be talking trash, Cody.
I need to be talking trash now while I can get it out before people can actually get their hands on me and kill me.
That's an outlook on life.
Not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
Sure, bud. See, this is what I was talking about. Now it's sloppy. Now there's just paint everywhere.
Really?
Paint everywhere. Not blended.
I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look bad at all. Shut.
Never. Alright, everybody's gonna listen to the zombie song just because the other person had it on their stream, so I'm like,
Needed.
I think it's okay.
Inspo.
I'll post a link to it in the chat. Just
That reminds me, I've not been listening to music again.
rip.
But at the same time, there's so much going on in this stream is that you don't really need it.
That's fair.
It's true.
There's just a lot more people than usual here.
Yeah. We got a
Nigga,
little
stop
party.
coming at me with the fat jokes. Come on.
You're the one who's interpreting it this way, man.
Oh, so now it's a me problem.
Suppose.
But yeah, there is. I like it.
I do like having a small party.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just like chill hangout vibe. I like everybody being able to hang out. Rather than just me talking at people.
I'm just a guy like at the house where everyone's hanging out, but I'm like outside the window shouting inside like, "Hey guys, it's like we're having a lot of fun in there."
Cody, you're in the call. Oh my god, Cody, you've been called out. On just got here and they're
how
already
did you-
calling you out.
Yo, how did you fucking get my 2016? What? How did you know I already did that? It's wild.
Alright, I finished the graveyard.
Woo!
It was like a Doom Eternal poster, but I was wearing a Santa hat and a Speedo, and there was just elves surrounding me.
Why elves, Cody? Why?
Because Santa.
Okay.
Why elves? Alright, fine, just hordes of reindeer. Actually, that's horrifying.
I can't wait to listen to this song in my car. Very excited.
You should somehow set it up so like your car, like as you start your car and like turn it into ignition, it just plays that song instead of making the general engine sounds.
Dude, maybe I should play it in the theater and then everybody who's getting the dinners ready is just like, the fuck? I'll do it.
Do it.
Just might.
All the old people. What?
Well, there's no old
What is
people in there yet. Well, actually, they'd be outside waiting to come in, so I mean, there would be.
They're the real zombies.
They are. Got my iPad like sitting up to be a stand, and it keeps wanting to fall today. And I'm not gonna lie, it's making me a little angry.
Why is it choosing to fall?
Because it hates me. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to keep it sitting up so I'm not sitting there like this. And it's just like, no.
It chose today to be a little bitch.
But it did.
Cry.
Also, can somebody tell me when it's like, I don't know, 3:15, 3:30? Because I'm...
Gotcha.
The stream says it's on for 1 hour 23.
Yeah. 12. It's almost 2:30 right now. Gotcha.
Great. Cool. Thank you. Thank you.
It's almost 8 p.m. for me, so not big of a help here.
Gotcha. Get you at 9:15 p.m.
All right, so we're running really late. Like really late.
Like I calculated, I'm like 6 hours ahead of time.
You're living in the future. How does it feel to
Why don't
live
you
in the
guys
future?
let us know when bad shit's gonna happen? Come on, you have like 6 hours to warn us.
Problem is you're sleeping. Well, it's morning for you.
Hey, I'm
Or
never
like
sleeping.
evening.
I never sleep.
Rip Cody.
That's so healthy.
Safest for the week.
That's just the excuse you use.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Ducky is in the stream. Hey, Ducky, Florida's the breeding ground of all the freaks in the world. Am I right or am I wrong? I'll see if they're listening.
I'm sorry if you guys heard my phone vibrate.
Did not.
But didn't get picked up by your mic.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It's right next to it.
You're always surprised.
I'm very surprised all the time.
Apparently my mouse wheel scrolled so loudly my mother could hear the call over Telegram
what?
before.
Oh my
Like-
goodness.
It's for some reason like really loud there.
That's crazy. Ducky is not listening to a word you said.
I mean, does anyone?
Are you disappearing again? Do I see fix this yet again? Yeah, my YouTube head's going cold because it's been on for too long. It has to be reheated.
Oh,
Rip.
Well, it's just like turning it off and on again, but
You fart in its direction. That's very threatening. That is very questionable. But I do know people in there who aren't those kinds of people.
that's fair.
A lot of my theater people are down there because they work at like Universal and Disney.
Yeah.
Surprised Val's ears didn't perk up when I said Universal and Disney.
Aggie was
They
trying to get
hate
people to hate
Disney.
him.
Here's
What?
I do.
Aggie, what are you doing? What's happening?
He's destroying his self-image.
What?
What about theme park?
You can't
What?
have a self-image as long as he's married to me.
Oh,
So, okay,
not
let me
big.
explain. Alright, so last night, while we were playing the Catboy game, everything comes back to the Catboy game.
Of course
where
it
was
does,
all
of course,
the-
of course.
So we were playing the Catboy game, and Matt went, Aggie, if I make a cafe and put you in my world for main campaign, would that be fine? And Aggie went, yeah, sure, then I can meet Gura. And so, and then Haro was like, yeah, Gura would just bring him flowers. I was like, oh man, then he'd start following you everywhere. And so Matt was like, cool, so do you want to play 2 characters? And Aggie was like, no, I can't do that, because that'd be too much. And you know how Aggie does when he's brought up. And so Doc made everybody put a vote to see if it was okay if Aggie could, and now he's trying to get people to say no, because he's like, no, you're supposed to hate me.
That's not gonna happen.
Yo, I'll
No.
hate him in the campaign. Bet.
Yeah, sick. Alright. Yeah, well, yeah, Lapis.
Let's bring more people around Lapis.
But, what about Universal?
Oh, they were just talking about how Florida's full of a bunch of bad people, and I was like, yeah, that's true, but I know a lot of entertainment people who work there
Totally is.
because of Universal and Disney.
Yeah,
They're
people-
definitely a cesspool, but a
Yeah,
couple
yeah.
of them don't want to be there.
Yeah, no, Florida's cesspool, but like, it's my cesspool.
Because we know how much you just hate everything Disney. Loathe it, actually, with your entire being.
It's true. You've set out the demon.
Yeah, I was
Can't
giving
stand
Haroa a tour of Animal Kingdom. Like I was playing like a walkthrough video where somebody just walks through the park, and I was just going over shit with you.
Oh
Haroa.
my god.
I almost said Eudora.
Heroa Yadoma.
Eudora. They're the same person, actually. Haroa
Yeah, at
is
least
not
it's not Texas. I got nothing to say for
Well,
Texas.
Anything's not Texas. Yeah.
I got nothing.
Texas
or
has some
Ohio.
good burgers.
We went to con in Texas at one point.
They had a really good breakfast place, and that's the only thing I get back for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss that breakfast place.
Me too. We need to find a
Yeah,
breakfast
okay.
place.
I've never found one that has a better fucking omelet than that place.
Dobbs. What are
I've
we
tried.
going to do?
There's a place here called Perco's that has fucking amazing omelets.
Alright, so California?
Yeah.
No, we're supposed
We're
to
on
be
our
on
way.
the other side of the world.
No, we're on our way.
Damn it.
Hasn't Flink been over there?
Several
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
I've been over there too.
I haven't been over there. How
I
dare.
was over
You're
there
not missing
before I knew
much.
Cody though.
Yeah.
Two types of
over there
Texan
for-
tycoons and yeehaw.
Cody, you've never been to Disneyland, have you?
Nope.
Alright, well, we gotta go over there so I can take Cody there first before we take him out of Cali.
Disneyland's over there.
I've been
Yeah.
to Six Flags once when I was like
That's
12.
definitely equivalent, Cody.
And I rode one roller coaster. I think his
Wow.
name was the Goliath, and I
Wow.
realized my fear of heights at the age of 11.
Rip.
Oh my god. Can I take anybody with theme park? Because all of you hate roller coasters.
I
and heights,
don't.
and
I mean,
Thank
I'll
you.
ride one.
I mean, I am scared of heights, but at the same time, roller coasters are fun, so.
Alright.
Alright. We're bringing Tariel.
It's been 16 or 15 years since I've been to a theme park, so I could probably ride a roller coaster.
Since I've
Despite-
been on the
It's
ride.
been 44 years.
Oh my
since I've
goodness
seen
gracious.
Since I've seen the roller coasters.
I haven't seen Disney World in 3 years. which
Yo,
may as
Disney
well be-
who?
Why do I sound like Bono from Sing 2?
I don't know.
You tried. A for effort.
I haven't been to Disneyland in like 17 years.
You haven't been to Disneyland ever, Caleb
No.
Widowgast.
Call me out like this.
It's the big German accent.
Get it, green. Did you really just alien puns all around here?
Goodness gracious.
Look, that one was out of this world.
Alright. Alright. This is getting a little out of atmosphere around here.
I hate every one of you. You're all banned. Okay, not sorry.
Alright, well, we heard them. Everybody leave the call at
Oh,
once.
yeah,
No,
we
please
all
don't.
We all
Please.
heard the star of the show. We gotta leave.
Please
the
don't
call.
leave me.
Exit stage left.
Mhm.
Please don't leave me.
Can anyone give me a ride? I can't phone home.
So let me just jump into a plane.
That's a true hero right there.
Legend.
Just air jet, like the fucking like bat wing comes over your house.
I don't know if I'd be more impressed or horrified.
A little bit both. A little bit both at the same time.
Both.
Definitely a little bit of both, but I don't know which one more.
Oh, they'd be equal. just utterly.
Shade my art.
No! I don't even want to shade this. I don't know what I'm doing.
Ugh. So that means I have to do it?
Yeah.
That's stupid. It's not what I'm here for.
Look, we could collab one day. I did it with Bones.
You gotta wait for your you gotta wait for your bones to heal.
What? It's fine. I just failed at opening some syrup. It's okay.
Yeah, but if you don't let your wrist rest, it's gonna get worse.
Well, afterwards. I'm a little sad that I can't play games right now. I'm gonna be honest.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We got like 45 minutes until 3:15. Comes, you guys could do a speed collab.
Oh my god.
God.
Right?
Imagine the
Both of us are
chaos.
just like, no.
One of you has 15 minutes to do like lines and details and stuff, and the other has 15 minutes to color and shade.
I mean, I can speed sketch, but like lining.
I'm fine with pretty much all of it, but shading it just is not gonna happen in 15
Alright,
minutes.
no shit. That could be a challenge one of these streams if you ever find yourself available on a Saturday morning again.
Oh, yeah, like once in a blue moon. I have to like take off to be off on Saturday during the day, or else I'm sleeping because my overnights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ripperoni.
If you
We
do,
could- Sorry, what?
If you do a gaming stream though, and you want to do a gaming stream, but you don't want to use your wrist, I motioned to the several voice acting games.
Oh my god. You
It
simps.
sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what? You
you're
could
in.
be a Catboy with us.
You know what? You guys be the cat boys. You guys be the voiceover streamers, and
You'll be the
I'll do
narrator.
Smite. I'll do Smite.
You'll be the narrator.
I have
voice in
no
between
voice.
characters.
Bad news,
No,
the
I-
Cowboy game doesn't have a narrator voice.
Oh,
Bad
shucks,
news,
it
bad
looks
news.
Like you have to be a Catboy.
Well, it looks like most of the roles are filled, so I think we're
No,
okay.
Well,
I
we can
think we're
find
good.
room- If we can
I
find
th-
room
I- we-
for you, we can
we're-
find room
we-
for you. It's
no.
Here, you don't need to play the
No.
Cowboy game. Do you want the Colonel Sanders dating sim that we did?
What
my
is
fucking
that?
God.
Because that was a trip.
That was a.
No.
I don't even remember it all. It'd be a new experience for me all over again.
I also
Like,
God.
I've heard of it before, but like I've never watched anything of it.
Yeah.
we have Hustle Cat, we have Night in the Woods if you want to cry, we have all the Monster Prom games,
Naturally.
which are like,
That one's really fun, actually.
yeah, those are
That was really
interactive.
Yeah. We have Doki Doki Literature Club, which
Yeah, we have
is
Doki
apparently
Doki.
a horror game that I've never
It
gotten
is.
into the horror of yet.
Yeah, Cody still doesn't know.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think I can. Oh yeah, and I have the furry ones. I do have furry ones. I have Winds of Change, and I have what is
That
the other
game
one?
is so good.
College something. Knights College.
Yeah. We could do Winds of Change too. I remember that one was one that was like on our radar of doing, but like we never did.
Yeah, I can get it.
No.
Nerds.
I just got paid.
I expect to see a stream tonight.
Night in the Woods is so good. I can't.
I didn't see or
Make
play
Cody
Night
do
of the
it.
Woods until last year, and it broke me.
Cody cut to Cody and I crying at 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
I had already played Night in the Woods too. Like I had already, that was my second playthrough of it, and I was crying again.
So good.
Winds of Change, I tell you what.
Oh, it-
What? I missed the what.
I'm
What?
gonna get a
What?
blast.
What about it? I'm really bad at it.
Bad at what?
Bad at
That's
what?
why I went to change.
What?
I'm doing it right now.
You know what I haven't done?
We
Hello,
also played
mocap.
Dream Daddy.
What?
Dream Daddy.
Sounds spoopy.
I know.
Hello, mocap. I just saw that.
Why do I gasp before I say hi to somebody?
Hello.
I got too excited to see.
It's just nice to see people, you know?
Yeah.
I guess so. I'm like a dog. When you like walk in the door, I'm like,
Hello!
Wow.
You're the one that runs up and you're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
and then I rapidly tear apart your leg.
You're the
and
one I
vicious
I
claw.
drop kick into a wall because I won't get the fuck away from me.
Oh my god.
Some circles I'm known as spicy pepperoni.
Stop.
My reaction to a new person entering the room would be, ah, another person.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
I don't want that. Social anxiety is a bitch.
Oh no. Yes, mocap, I'm using Procreate.
Yeah.
Okay, also let's go.
Now watch this procreate.
No. That was a
Is that
bad
why I
joke.
told you?
Yeah, yeah.
I believe it.
I hate it.
Cody, did you make Procreate?
That's why I use Photo Bucket, because all my photos go in the bucket.
Oh my
Throw
god.
'em out.
Do you guys remember what Photobucket used to be?
No.
No.
What the fuck is Photo Bucket?
You've never used Photobucket?
Yeah, it's like a JPEG site, right?
Yeah, it had
you
like
just used to find, like, a
it
bunch of
had
images.
photos. It was a bucket of
Yeah.
photos, but digital.
Yeah. God, that was old school. This is like old school, like 2004. You'd use that for like your MySpace page.
Oh, see, I never had a
Six
MySpace.
back
It wasn't
then.
allowed.
Yeah.
Y'all, I have no idea what I'm doing.
No idea what.
No idea what I'm doing here.
It doesn't look like you don't know what you're doing. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
No. It's all fake. It's all fake.
You can't let the audience know that it's a fake. It ruins the magician's secret.
You're a wizard, Moki.
It's going in the blooper. You better hope I can hear it.
Just boost the
I was doing
audio
my
for that
best
segment.
to do stage whisper.
Oh my
Always
god.
Boost the audio.
I don't
Oh, it
think
didn't work. Way to go, champ!
Oh, it didn't work. Oh, nice plan. Way to go, champ.
I hate.
I just want to clip that. It didn't go anywhere. Like, well, we don't stream D&D. I just record it because I have really bad memory issues. But man, sometimes I want to just clip it out of context and put it on TikTok for no reason.
Do it!
Do it. You should clip that audio and animate something to it.
I need to clip my bloopers.
Yeah.
It was
Just
so
wait
funny.
till my father hears about this. Does that drink on my phone? Does that sound like a prissy
It
little
did
bitch?
not. No.
What does Malfoy even actually
You
sound
gotta-
like? Hold on.
You gotta
This
put
bitch-
more spit in it. You gotta be like, wait till my father hears about this. Like, you gotta, like, yeah, you gotta like spit.
Yeah, I gotta cut like half of his family tree when I say Potter.
You gotta kill half of his family tree.
Oh.
You just take out the whole
Just
west
gotta
end of
wipe
Sussex.
clean the lineage.
Yeah. Why specifically Sussex? Because it's the only place I can remember from my avid Bridgerton binge watching lately.
Oh my goodness.
I've watched it 3 times. It's a problem. It's
Oh
becoming
my
a major
goodness.
issue.
Is it though? Is it?
No, it's a really good show. I thought it was really gonna be not my taste because I'm not into romance stuff. And I thought it was gonna be really stupid. No, it's man, I wept. It's got me. It's got me hook, line,
Locked
sinker.
in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stuck here.
I can't get
Yep.
myself to watch series more than once. Movies, however, I've watched the Avatar movie like with the aliens
yeah.
like so many times.
Dude, same. Oh man,
It's so good.
I watch media all of the time, way too much. There's like I can't watch certain shows more than one time either, but like Stranger Things and Bridgerton and like a couple others I'll watch addictively, repetitively.
Oh, my parents actually got into Stranger Things. Like I watched it with them a bit, but like I've never rewatched it on my own, so like I'm missing bits and pieces. And like I'm pretty sure we are everything past the first seasons.
That's fair. I could probably honestly at this point in my life just recite the script to you. You wouldn't even need to watch the show. I could just tell you. Like I
Scene
hadn't
1.
watched.
We're in a lab underground.
Oh, yeah.
Start.
There's an
Screams
elevator,
heard in the
yeah.
distance. Elevator. Light flickers. Man runs down hallway.
Panting.
Are you doing the sound effect?
He slams into the elevator, begins pressing the button rapidly, freezes as a screech is heard down the hallway and another scream.
This
Music
audiobook
stops.
is really good.
Silence fills the room.
Slowly the elevator doors close and safety is just closing in. A gurgling noise begins above him. Cut to black as a screech as the camera pans down.
Roll entrance credits. Get your hands.
Very good audiobook you got here.
I have a weird talent of memorizing media, even with really bad memory. Like I hadn't watched Hunger Games in like 2 years until we watched it like the other night, and we were sitting there, and I can still time when Clove comes around the corner and throws the knife perfectly. It's just so dumb.
Not a
This is not
second
a
miss.
talent. No. This is a stupid talent I possess.
I have
But a
also
talent.
very shitty memory, but sometimes I can like exactly remember where I can find the information I'm looking for, but I can't remember the information itself. And it's so frustrating. Like I know exactly which piece of paper has the information I'm looking for, but then it's also a thing I have to remember where that piece of paper is.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember.
I know what
where
I needed was
found
in this
it.
drawer, but I don't know what the fuck I needed.
And you never will.
Never.
Like I can sometimes remember exactly what the page even looks like, but like none of the information on it.
That's infuriating.
It really is.
We never came up with a backstory for this critter.
We did not. We
Let's
just been kind
remember
of
the
vibing.
name.
This is true.
We do have a name somewhere.
Somewhere.
Where it is? Gargreen.
Gagre.
I thought you said gangrene for a minute. I was like, huh.
Yup, gangrene it is.
Ow!
I mean, I did kind of choose Gargreen from the demon name generator because it does sound very similar to that. And I mean, it did start out as a zombie.
It's fair, it's fair, it's fair.
Yeah. Gangrene the zombie.
Yes, his style turned out really well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did render it.
No, it's not a commission. Just a painting. Practicing. Learning.
Yeah.
Not fun
Eating
stuff.
the entire way, and the rest of us have to tell the streamer to shut up.
However, sketch commissions are open.
They
Yeah.
are.
I'll plug for you, don't worry. Alright,
I never
listen
play.
here. Listen here, kids. Commissions are open.
Yo, give
So
us a Sam Riegel ad read.
Oh my
Oh god,
goodness.
I have to prepare a whole musical number. I don't have time for that.
And a 1, and a 2.
And go. You're on.
Panics.
Just leaves the call.
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Get him back.
So good though.
Yeah.
Commissions are open, and you can get a commission and also donate to help Ukraine.
Yeah.
It's very nice deal. 10 out of 10 deal.
Gets quieter and quieter.
Because I'm
Half
not
of all.
100% sure if my information is right.
Oh, it's pretty right.
Yeah, 50% of all custom commission funds are donated to the link that you can see on your screen right now. Prices should be listed up there too, and if you have any more questions, you can feel free to post them and we'll answer them. Well, I won't because I'm the big dumb, but you know, big streamer brain over here will.
I'll try.
Thank you.
Moki also knows 100% of the information.
That's the folder. There it is. I gotta look through all the characters I have.
Dude, I posted on Instagram to try and get people to donate for Ukraine to do commissions, and all I got was people trying to advertise on my post for their
Bro.
art pages.
Oh my
I was
god.
like, okay, cool, great, thanks guys.
Peaches.
That drives me insane when people do that. Like, and so many people do it now, and a lot of people also will like spam like your stuff so that you'll look at their page, and I'm like, only do that if you actually care about the art.
Yeah.
I had somebody comment on the post where I was asking for just donations, not commissions for myself, and they were like, "Oh, I do commissions. You can commission me on my page." I was like, "It's not
No.
about you." I was like, "This isn't about you here." I was like, "I post once in a blue moon. Please, I'm just trying to. I don't have a lot of money, so the way that I feel better is like if I can get people incentive to donate where I can't.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
doing what you can.
No, but I can't get anybody to do it. So I'm like, okay, well, all right."
It's like that. It's
Every
unfortunate.
little bit counts. You know?
Yeah.
I actually
Just
tried donating to one artist who's in Ukraine currently, and I couldn't get the link to work, and I felt really bad.
Oh no.
So I just donated to another link that she linked me to.
There you go.
I wish I had money. I would donate. I would make commissions to donate.
That's okay. You can share posts. That's just as helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Spread the word.
Yeah.
We don't
I
all
really
have.
gotta make. I really gotta make something better. A better ref Mo. It's so bad.
What does it look like?
Wait, 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 I can put it in mute voice chat.
Give it to me.
It's absolutely not. That's terrible. I didn't see that.
This is why I got off Twitter.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm
used to
like,
damage my mental health.
Like, I really love the concept I have for them, but like, it's just not very. I'm not very good at that.
Oh, pinecone tail.
Ponytail's very cute.
It sounds like someone wants to draw them.
Hmm.
If you look at my advertisement post, my persona is an Irish elk. I draw deer way too much.
Official out. I love it.
All green. Fit in perfectly.
I also have another deer, which is and the
The
reindeer.
squeal. I heard it.
I like
Broke
deer.
the sound barrier.
Truly.
Let me get the other deer, which is
Show me.
actually.
Let me show you.
Show me all your deer.
All right now.
I just gotta find the ref first. Like, I really gotta sort everything better. Where is it? Where it is. Like,
Deer
this
and
one.
sharks. Lieutenant.
Like, the other one was made by my sister, but she didn't really connect with it anymore. And, like, she only had the mask design for it, since she designed it as a mask beast. But when I was like, you can just, I take it. And like, when she made a proper ref for it. And it looks so amazing.
Oh.
Ooh,
So
Oh, that's so cool.
yeah. Starry Night deer.
It's so cool. I love
Void
it.
deer.
And, like, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to actually draw on paper, but I did find my my white marker thingy that actually can go over colors
Heck yeah.
again.
Yeah, that's why I have my Posca markers.
So
when
where
I
did
get
I
white.
put? All right, and I guess last but not least, the reindeer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah.
No. Very slow original characters. Really, where she is. And
Oh,
Eevee.
screaming intensifies.
I'm drawing on. Don't pay me. I'm gone.
Oh my goodness.
There they go.
And just like that.
like at this point, I have like, I don't know, 55 characters. Like, I don't even know anymore. I have just too many.
Characters for the sake of characters.
Never such thing as too many.
Eat
I
them.
mean, I did kind of build a world for them. Like, I could probably just throw a bunch of people and then just go explore, and then have like a D&D section just for exploring, but like there's no quests, no storyline. Just, you have a characters, you can experience them.
The best.
I do love them. Even though I have way too many.
I can't love that many. 9D chess.
Some of my OCs actually got created just because I was using some bases. And then just went like, oh, I kinda like this color scheme. Let's just play around with it. And then I just was like, oh no, I like this character. So I kept it. Like that's how I kinda got like 3 different sheep and 3 different foxes.
Naturally.
I would hate to be this guy because he just constantly have hair falling in one of his eyes.
It's true.
That's like the worst feeling, just getting one hair strand in your eye.
That's very pokey. Let's see, when was the last time I reminded my sister that she still has commissions for me to do? Tuesday. This stool I'm sitting on just gets so uncomfortable right now.
No.
I can't sit on my gaming chair because it's bad for my back.
Oh, rip.
They are suffering today.
It's gotten gradually worse over the week.
Oh no. Is it the chair itself, or is it still just like your back hurting from the previous, like
I
throwing
think
out
it-
your back?
I don't think it's from the previous one, but maybe it is. But then it had like maybe a break that didn't hurt. But like the problem with my chair is that it's like already like at least 3 years old. Lost all the wheels that it had underneath it. And it's just kind of wiggly by now. I probably have to tighten multiple screws again.
Yeah. Or just get rid of the wheels entirely and just bolt that bitch down to the floor.
I already
Committed.
did get rid of all the wheels.
What?
Oh, never mind then.
Committed, I say again.
Commit.
It's just wiggly because I think some screws are loose, but I'm too lazy to turn it around.
No, that's
Just
fair.
fasten them again. Like it feels like I would have to do this like every other week.
Can't be bothered.
Yeah. That reminds me, I probably have to get my laundry soon.
Laundry
Oh, come on.
time.
It should be done by now.
Yeah. We got like 20 minutes left in the stream. You said 3:15?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got like 20 minutes.
Yeah. After that I can get like the dried laundry that's been there for like a week off a drying rack.
You already finished? Jesus!
My God, what's wrong with you people?
Oh, that's cute.
Lily.
So cute.
I do this fast.
That's not a doodle.
It is doodle.
Buddy, I hate to
That's
disagree with you, but it is a doodle.
I'm gonna.
What? What? You're what?
I'm gonna have an aneurysm is what I'm gonna do. That is
doodle.
that is a whole ass piece.
It's not.
It is.
I'd say it's just finished sketch.
Sketch.
Looking for my sketches again. I have too many characters with 4 arms.
It's a problem.
No such thing.
How many is that? Taria, Kuro, Nick, Toma? Do I have more with 4 arms? Alright, Tarek also has like technically 4 arms, but it's just 6 legs.
Doesn't count.
Or does it?
No. Trying to think of a quote similar to the eyebrows or the hoof of the face for arms and legs, and it's just not working.
I've got like 5 6-limbed characters.
Too many limbs. I don't even like drawing them once. Well, 4 times, I guess.
With 4 limbs, it's like you gotta figure out where all of them go.
Mm-hmm. You gotta find out a pose for every one of them. What are they doing with them? Can't just let them exist. At least I can't. I don't like just letting them exist.
I actually have drawn Nick by now, and like his arms just go all over the place. I could not decide what I wanted to do with him.
Sometimes you gotta flail.
It does kind of look like that's what he's doing. I gotta get a different pillow for this stool.
Do it, do it, do it.
Alright, got a new pillow.
Yeah.
That was fast.
I mean, I only had to reach over to the couch that's like a meter behind me.
Fair enough.
I have a very tiny apartment. Like, it's like a meter from here to the couch, when the couch is like a meter. When it's like maybe 30 centimeters and when I'm in bed.
Dang.
And it's way too bright in here.
Oh no.
Because of all, like my router makes light, my multiple outlet thingies make light.
Yeah.
Too many.
Too many goddamn lights. Just get a bunch of blankets and throw them over all the lights.
True.
When they get too hot, I'm just sleeping with like a blindfold. Or, I don't know what, like a sleeping mask. Like
Yeah.
it does help. I can't sleep without it at my parents' place, where I'm still sleeping on 2 mattresses stacked on each other because that room is just dark. I used to have a couch underneath that mattress, but now it's just another mattress.
The couch decided to just go its own way.
Couch had to go into scrapping. Like
Cry.
Like that's basically also the plan we already had, and now it doesn't take up half of the room, so I have more space.
Well, that works.
Certainly does, and like the double mattress thing is also quite comfortable, but a little hard to get out of. But at least it's soft.
Yeah.
I also did draw Irma once on the base of a reindeer.
Hmm.
It did turn out quite well, but at the same time, I did not edit the lines. So the antlers and tail did not change.
I just want this mouth to look crooked. I want in this world.
Maybe bring one side down to like almost parallel, and then like put the other side above or below.
But I can't do what I want to do.
This is why I don't art. It's too hard. Brain no work.
Like it's too late. Oh, you saw it, huh?
Yeah, I'm watching the Twitch stream instead of the Discord stream, and you just saw the liquidation.
I kind of like it.
Honestly, it wasn't too terribly bad. Gonna be real.
So kind of weird to just see the liquidation. I'm also just reading the streams again over my 2 monitors.
Gotta see both.
Yep. The Twitch stream is currently on my TV and the Discord on my monitor right in front of me. No, that looks like a monobrow.
I know, right?
Maybe it's a caveman. We don't know.
Oh, that reminds me, I did get paid. I can't finally commission that one piece of Damon.
Woo!
Then I have a full set.
Heck yeah.
My entire not safe for work cast.
Nice.
Still, eat mine.
Don't mind me, just trying to make this work.
Do it.
It just looks so happy. Look, buddy, you're not supposed to be happy. You're supposed to look like you're gonna eat somebody. You know? Feel spooky, scary.
Might be because of the form of the mouth. Looks too smiley.
No, don't talk about the mouth. I can't do anything about it. It's too late. Too late for the mouth, but it's not too late to fuck around with the eyebrow.
Oh, I think it's starting to work.
Kind of.
Although he looks more annoyed than angry, but it's no longer smiling.
You know what? It counts.
Yeah, it works. It works.
What if we just and twirl
Oh god.
and
They spend for me.
and crystals?
See, can't wait till.
Fascinating. Now we also need to see the shrink face.
Oh, we do.
So you just barely caught up for me.
Oh wait, hold on.
Certainly something.
There we go. That's the one.
That's definitely looking angry.
That's the one. All right, so that's what you do. You just gotta pinch the face in. That's how you make it look angry. You
Oh
just
my god!
you just. Ooh, that kind of works. I like the smaller mouth. Oh wait, too far. Like that.
looks like the angriest orc.
I found another dating sim last night called Orc Massage.
Oh dear.
Don't look it up.
No, that looks like a flower.
God.
For a short moment, it looked
Say
like
no
a flower.
Oh god.
Oh my
And twirl. And twirl.
His face. Oh, hey, yeah, it did look like a rose. Look kind of like a rose or like a brown tulip. And now he is just all nose.
I love how you're watching it all happen delayed. I'm just like, we're past that. Cody's like, no, no, look. Look what happened.
The thing.
Look what happened.
Delay.
I don't know if this is any better. I can't. I think I'm gonna stick with the smile. It's there. It happened. We gotta keep it. We gotta keep the funny.
Yeah.
The giggling. Just the giggling cracks me up.
It gets me.
I'm so glad. And saturation. And saturation. And desaturation. And saturation.
He got
Desaturation. And saturation.
angry.
Yes. And dark. And light. And dark.
Ooh. Ooh.
Fascinating to look at.
Certainly. Not a fan of a color shift.
No, you don't. You don't want to switch out the colors?
I've been flashbangs.
I realized that after I did it. I was like, wow, I didn't hurt anybody. I'll make hairlines. Draw zigzag, erase.
Saw a flashbang again.
I'm sorry. You out here living dangerously, trying to hurt people.
Crave violence.
I don't. They don't mean it.
This definitely feels like the most chaotic stream I've been on here.
The more people, the more chaotic it gets around here.
Makes sense.
I like how you can tell when the stream is about to end, though. It starts getting a little bit quieter, but not quite quiet.
Right? The energy is like dying.
We just explode in the beginning, and we just keep it going for so long.
Cody, what time is it?
We got 5 minutes. It's 3:10.
I'm gonna do something and I forgot. Oh.
It's 9:20, I think, for you in Germany. It's 3:10 for y'all in Virginia. I don't know where Hans is from, and it's 12:10 here for me.
We don't know intergalactic time zones.
It's 9:10 for me.
Crap! I was almost right.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure the time only changes in the hours, so like, the 10-minute difference was a bit weird.
I don't know why I put the 10 minute. Why did I put the 10-minute difference? This is one of those. This is one of those dumb
Oh, no.
Cody things.
Oh no, he's awoken.
Ooh,
He's awoken?
the boy.
He's stretching. He's doing his meerkat stretch. It means he wants something.
Oh man.
His nap time is over. He napped through the whole stream and now he's waking up.
That's how it
Hello,
goes.
man.
Oh, what a good little boy. You didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah, now. Every time we start D&D though, he's on it.
I said I need your attention though.
He
don't
always
want
scratches
you
the
to do
door at
that.
the beginning of D&D or barks. It's really funny, but at the same time, I'm like, why?
Shut
Why now,
up!
Bucephalus?
Dare you choose now? Oops.
He's in. He's in. We're doing it.
Who-
We're doing
Who's
it.
in what now?
We're doing one of these games later on for voice acting. I don't know which one.
Oh god.
Matt's in. I've rounded the troops.
Mm-hmm. God. It's up to y'all to decide.
I'll put options in chat and have people see what they want to do.
That's fair. I'm
Oh.
down to do the Catboy Cafe one. That one actually looked funny. Like I could imagine that being a blast to just voice.
Yeah.
I mean, I have been keeping a Steam open so that I can probably play it later.
The Nicopara. How do you make a poll in the- Oh yeah, that's right. You just make like a poll. Give me some.
I'm gonna hit someone with the Ara and then Nico Para later.
Do it!
Ara?
I started picking up that person's mannerisms a little bit. I don't remember what I said.
Well, do it more.
I can, it's them.
Do it.
I can't do it. Can't do it.
Cry. Two more minutes.
Then I can eat.
Yeah.
What am I gonna eat?
Oh, where are you gonna eat?
Some leftover lasagna.
Oh. I love lasagna.
That came out so real.
Oh.
I'm a man of pure reaction. Raw emotion here.
Truly.
Delicious.
Rip.
Cry.
Alright, well, you can stay on stream. Just keep acting like you're staying on stream the whole time. And that way you don't have to do the dishes. That's what I would do back in my old apartment.
I mean,
Oh,
I
you
think
can't make me choose between those two.
I will.
I mean, I've been not really cooking anything for like the entire week because of it.
Rip.
Like I had pizza and I
But-
can't remember whatever else I ate.
Sometimes you just don't want to cook.
Yeah.
I always
And
wanna
then you
cook.
also don't have motivation to do the dishes because you need them to cook.
Yep.
I couldn't pick between the two. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. I mean, you can pick more than one. Now we just hope that people actually decide to choose instead of messaging me back and being like, "I'm fine with any of them," and then I kick their ass.
Me.
Always happens.
It's 3:15, by the way.
Yeah, just tick the
Ding.
Way to take my job. I've been doing so good at being diligent about this
Distracted you
fucking
so I could
time.
finish it off.
And then you just take my God.
Oh
That
no.
was my plan all along. Was to distract you at the last minute so that I could have the final say here.
Wow.
Yeah.
How could you?
I'm a broken man. I've got nothing left to lose.
Good.
Damn.
I'm a soon-to-be cat boy on the edge.
I expect it to be streamed.
It's okay, because if I fall, I'll just land on my feet. Yeah. Why did I do the hand flick? You guys didn't see that, but I did like the cat paw hand.
Cause you're weird.
Part of it.
Remember when Toby used to have his neon tick?
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to do that. Bring that back.
Bring that back. Got it.
Well, it might.
I don't know how to trigger his ticks, but let's bring that back.
No. Gotta watch Skate Infinity.
Nah, that was trigger I use.
Oh, fair.
Zero went back to Seeb.
Baby.
Probably for the best.
It is for the best. The world
Y'all,
is
I don't want
better.
to do this work. I don't want to go to work.
I'm
What
gonna
I was trying to say.
yeah, stay here.
So simple. Yeah, simple
You know,
solution.
send the Twitch stream link to someone at your work and just have it up on their phone the entire time.
Yeah.
Tell them you're busy.
Oh, doggy.
Nooble!
Oh god, he woke up again.
See, that's what you get for taking a picture. You shouldn't have done that.
He's like, motherfucker, you didn't get my good side.
Yeah, you gotta not do that.
He's so long. Why is he so long?
He's part weasel.
Yeah, it's true.
I really want to share a picture of my parents' dog.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah, I just gotta. I just have to snatch it off of Telegram.
Yee.
That's long.
I've got so many pictures of our dog. Which one
Look
is
at
the-
him, he's standing at attention now. He's like, what the fuck are you doing over
What
there?
do you want?
Leave me alone, mother.
We have too many good ones.
Oh god, oh he's moving.
I think I'm not going with this
You've done this
one.
to yourself.
You
You want Roman?
Oh, okay. Well, it's one of the more natural
Oh,
pictures
look
of our
at him.
dog.
I've got
She's
to
so
see the
cute.
bab.
Oh my god, they're a baby. Are they sitting on a hay bale?
Aw,
Yeah, she's
Oh.
11 years old
look
now.
at Zero being
Ah, she
long.
old.
Come here, come here,
Yeah.
come here, stop resisting. Come here, there we go. No, we don't eat the sandwich.
But want sandwich.
He's
Come
got
here,
it to the
come here,
right
come here.
there.
No, don't eat the sandwich.
Zero, a pure savage.
You get
Zero
to
is just
the
our
right.
combined spirit animal.
It's true.
I just love our dog. She's so cute, especially when she's really fluffy in the winter.
Yeah.
He's a baby.
Like, this one's actually super adorable. Like, just a close up.
Hmm.
Oh. No, she got the twinkle in her eyes.
When the moon
When the moon hits your eye like a baby
Oh. My god.
That's amore.
See, the thing is, I had to listen to that song a bunch at work
Oh
when
my
I was
God,
at
really?
Bush. Yeah,
Oh,
it was one of the
yeah.
songs they sung.
I also have what used as an inspiration for a combination that my sister and I gifted my mom. Like, this is the actual picture. I can also look at. I'm gonna search for the artwork that was created on top of it because it's also really cute.
Oh.
But it's been like a while ago, so I have to look through a bunch of files. No, wait, I have it saved on my PC somewhere.
The art stream has just turned into pet share chat.
It has.
It's very cute though. Where is it?
As I
Yoshi.
hold
This one.
Everybody holds dog up.
dog
I
is
can't. Mine are
Oh.
gone. I found them homes.
Depression.
I have to take a shitty picture of that.
Where's your Shizu at, Cody?
Because the
Oh,
file is
she's
too
being a
big.
gremlin around here somewhere. She doesn't generally come over here until nighttime. And then, like, people, she, like, needs company, so, like, chill under my feet. I'm like, what's up? So, like, bite at me. She hates me.
Zero does the opposite. He hangs out with me during the day, and then I'll hang out with my dad at night, and then I'll come back in when it's time for him to go to sleep.
Yeah. The Shih Tzu she'll, like, hop in the bed and sleep with me, and then I'll, like, wake up and she's gone. Or she's, like, on top of my chest, melting me alive because there's so much fur.
Cody, what the fuck is your dog's name?
I've never given it a name.
Are you
Because
serious?
it's technically not my dog, it's my mom's.
Has your mom never given it a name?
Yeah, I'm like, what?
No,
Can we
she
name the
has-
dog?
you can name the dog, yeah.
My tablet is dead.
I'm gonna name her Penelope.
Why is that such a cute name?
Yeah, because I'm good at naming. Duh. I don't know. That was like the first thing
That was so aggressive. Duh. Fuck you.
You put more hair in your ear, little man. That's why it's itchy.
I'm gonna start whenever people aren't home. I'm gonna start using that name of the dog. Then.
I mean, it's better than not naming your dog.
Yeah,
Honestly,
really. Like
yeah.
what?
Yeah, that's why I say, come here, little dog face, and like
Oh
she'll come
my
over.
God.
I'm just like, I'm sorry, you don't have a name, but like, come here,
She's
little
like, what the
little
fuck,
fur
bro? Where's my name?
You
Little
have a
fur
name.
burger, little.
She's like, bitch, my name's
Oh, there you
Penelope.
are,
What the
there you are,
fuck?
Pom Pom, get over here,
Did you
dumbass.
name the stray dogs?
No.
Oh, I thought you did.
I
You named
named
the cat.
I named the cat because Toby wanted me to name the cat.
Yeah, and then he said never update me on the cat's well-being.
What?
It's doing fine.
He told Cody to name the cat after his sister, and
Oh.
he was like, all right, now never tell me if anything bad happens to it.
That's
Yeah,
to be
it's
expected.
a white cat, like a snow white cat that
Yeah.
likes chilling under our house, and it's deaf. The poor thing can't hear.
Most white cats are.
I
Or
didn't know
blind.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, she baby.
Didn't she have kittens? Or was that another cat?
That was a different cat.
Mm.
Yeah. There are now 2 tabby cats and a black cat that are like hanging around here. So like 2022 is the year of the cat.
Mhm. Mhm.
I mean,
mean, correct.
technically, since it's also the year of a tiger.
Yeah.
My year.
My year as well.
2020
yeah.
was the year of the Doge.
Yeah, we see how well that went.
Yeah, you're not allowed a year again. So to tell you, but you're kind of
Damn.
2-3 years.
Why am I back?
What is your zodiac, monkey?
I'm a Pisces, but the year was a rat.
So yours was also 2020.
I don't know. Maybe? Question mark?
I think 2020 was the year I looked at. Because everybody
I have
joked
a-
because it was the plague year.
I have a Chinese calendar hanging in my kitchen. I could grab it.
Yeah.
I will be back in a
Good.
moment.
Year of rat.
I think last year was the year of the rat, wasn't it?
Nope, 2020 year of the rat.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Because I remember 2019 was the year of the pig, and that's my year.
Alright, y'all, I have no idea what's going on with this painting anymore, but I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna just let it.
Good idea.
Just
like
let
what's
it go.
2021 was the year of the ox.
What?
It's the year of the ox. in
My
2021.
confusion.
I had to look it up. I didn't remember what last year was.
I have returned.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Oh. Well, that's quite outdated. Let's see. 2022 tiger. Last year ox.
Oh,
and
God.
Before
Teeth.
that, rats.
Oh god.
Yeah, before that was pig.
This
Yes.
one.
My boy, I am a pig. Well, I am
Like
not
what?
a pig. Let me preface.
Oh
My
god.
My sister's a dragon. My cousin is a dog, I think.
Your
Anyone
sister's a dog?
No, my cousin.
I misheard it.
My sister was the dragon one.
Yeah.
My aunt is a snake. My mother, I can't remember.
My aunt is a
Please.
snake is a sentence.
Right?
And my dad's ox.
Last year was your dad's year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody, what is your Chinese zodiac?
I said pig.
Is it? Okay, I didn't believe you. I
Yeah.
thought you were making a joke.
No, it's the year of the pig. 2019 was my year. That's when I met all my good friends.
Shut up!
See, that's going better for me.
Yeah, I gotta wait till 2031 or something until my next good year.
Let's see. 33, I think. I think it's every 12 years.
So far,
that
the
makes
year of
sense.
the tiger is testing me.
It rip.
The year of the tiger seems like it's testing a lot of people.
Yeah, that's fair. I just feel betrayed by my own zodiac.
Correct.
I have a lot of change coming from me, and I do not like it.
Dude, I do
Something
too,
because
but
it
that's
is
what
strange.
panhandling does for me. Change.
character based on both your zodiac and the Chinese one.
Oh, that'd be
Like
cool.
as a combination.
Yeah.
I did a.
Mine would just be pig twins because I'm a Gemini pig.
I did a persona based off that one time because I have Aries and the tiger, so it was like a rabbit with ram horns and tiger stripes all over it, like a tiger tail.
Ooh.
I think I did the
And
rabbit
what's-
because I was born in spring.
Well, I'm a Sagittarius with tiger, so like, do I just replace the horse part with a tiger or what?
I think like a kelpie with tiger stripes.
That would also be interesting. Whoa, that's quite the difference.
Right? I've been staring at it. Kind of insane.
Said you can't paint.
This makes it a lot easier for me to see. When I'm just painting it and looking at it for whoop. For 2 hours, I'm like, I don't know what's happening, and it looks like shit, but when you just, I don't know. You just see
Actually,
everything
it was
that
like-
you've done.
It was like just over an hour that you've been working on this. Because
Let's
you're doing
look.
the other sketch before. Oh god!
It's an hour and 50. Am I turning
Oh,
into
never mind.
Sam?
The angry one just
You
breaks
are.
me.
See, now I can't take this one seriously because it's all the angry one. Okay, I'm gonna go get food, and then I'll be back. Oh, wait, I gotta end the stream. Right. Right. Forgot that's going.
Step one.
Alright, well. Thanks everyone for watching, as I always say, because I'm very boring. I'm gonna go eat.
Shut
I'll
up.
be streaming again. I'll be streaming again next Saturday at 1. I don't know what day that is. That is the 5th. And I won't be able to stream the following Saturday because I have to do tech for 12 hours.
Cry. And we may or may not be streaming Catboy Cafe tomorrow.
Oh my god.
8 p.m. EST.
No, they'll be
there
streaming it.
Or,
That's
be
too-
square.
They'll be streaming it.
That's too late for me.
Oh, cry.
Rip.
That's 2 a.m.
No, you stay up for Catboys. You gotta see the Catboys. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I do only have to get up at like 7:30, so I do get some hours of sleep.
Dumb!
If the stream only does 2 hours, then it's like maybe 3 hours of sleep.
Alright, well,
Oh.
I'm going to end the stream now.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thanks everybody
Bye-bye.
for watching. Goodbye.